I took details of Victorian buildings. Beautiful, beautiful houses. And I put some of the details in that I found in these houses. There's a porch, railings, windows, and this little insert, this little detail, and this. Okay.
That's neat.
Then, this is still all in pencil. Then I take black acrylic paint and do the drawing in paint with a small brush like this. Then I open up my drawer of glazes, which are transparent colors, and I chose phthalo blue and a mixture of cadmium red and Indo orange and green. And I mixed up those three glazes in three separate dishes and put them on with a bigger brush like this. And I didn't pay any attention to the image when I was putting on the glazes. I did pay close attention to relationships of sizes and the distribution of the color. Okay, after I get finished with that, then I started on first opaque layer, and first color I mixed was kind of a blue gray. There's not much left here. That's it. Then I would start going into areas with the blue-gray. Distributing it throughout the canvas, sometimes emphasizing the image, sometimes working with the grid lines, like here and here. Here. See, the house doesn't stop here, but I stopped here because of this grid line.
That's interesting.
Okay.
It gives it kind of dimensionality when you look at it that way, because you're...
And a transparency.
Yeah.
So I don't know how it's going to turn out. I try to keep a balance at every step and have it look good. And then the painting begins to tell you what to do next. The second color I mixed was this sort of soft red orange. And I began putting this in. This triangle I felt was too steep, too peaked. So I broadened it somewhat. Besides just putting in the flat areas of paint, I would take the small brush occasionally and put in lines.
Yeah, I can see how that really changes that shape.
Yeah, you can see the line here. And if your good lines show up underneath, you don't worry about that, because this shows the viewer what your process was and how the painting developed.
Interesting. So what's the next steps now for?
The next step is to mix another color. And I think I'll mix sort of a light yellow. This is Naples yellow, and I'm putting it into some unbleached titanium. This is my mixing brush.
What was that?
Water. These are acrylic paints, and you thin them with water.
Sounds kind of low tech to me.
That's beautiful yellow. I leave it quite thick because I use a bristle brush, and this puts the paint on quite quickly. Just stay here. I'm going to let Alex.
Okay.